Hi, my name is Brenda Bates, Medicine Woman, Soul Coach.
Jenn Tafel, Medicine Woman, Soul Coach.
And one of the things we do is our card readings. Some of you have seen us live on our Blog Talk Radio. And one of the things we do in our private life is that we ask for guidance on particular things. So we want to know, and we are willing to share, what is it that we need to do right now in order for us to call more people in on our classes, our Empowerment to Enlightenment classes. So basically now we're just going to tap right in and come in with an answer. The way we nourish ourselves.
The way you conduct your healing work.
The way we conduct our healing.
Culinary skills. Movement.
And there is no movement. So when you think about nutrition, so the nutrition card is what came up, but if you look at the simple attributes of this, there's the steps that needs to be taken so that in the culinary work, there's all the spices you would use, all of the way that the way it's cooked.
The prep work ahead of time in order to have the ingredients come together. Because
in a culinary way, it's a way it's about presenting itself. And putting the love in it, because if you're cooking with hate, then it really will come out and taste like that. But if you're cooking with love and with the passion and the conviction, you will then produce something. So I really have to focus on where is our strengths? Where do we need to work on? Do we really want to do it? So me and her need to come together more and more to know how do we want this to look. And we're not moving because of the fact we're not preparing in the way that we need to be. Is there anything else there?
It says, do you feel as if you're walking in circles, seemingly not getting anywhere? Consider the spiral that travels up and around, 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. Even backward movement helps you progress and reach your goal. You may need to revisit some of the places where you forgot to look for a treasure. Another message is this: lessons need repeating for those who refuse or are unable to learn the first time. Consider this another invitation to mastery.
Okay, and one of the things that I said, all right, what do we need to do next? And it showed the throat chakra. And it says the angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. This is the expression. This is the way that we focus. And this is our volition to move forward. And it is our will. So it's the choices we make. And at this point, we're creating a very, like a test pattern. Just the same sound that we're making, creating the same volume instead of a Doppler effect where it goes meow. This is something that needs to be disrupted because she brought up what card?
The disruption card.
And so we really need to disrupt how it is we already are expressing ourselves. Yes, on air we speak our truth. In classes we speak our truth. But what will happen is if we go out there? So that'll be the next question is what will happen if we go out there with our truth? Because that is the other part of the destiny.
This is a safe place. We've created a non-judgmental place. And now when we go out into the larger sphere
going out there, they're telling us that we need to start with doing workshops and seminars. So literally we need to pick ourselves up and insert ourselves into places that want us. How does that look? I know what a workshop looks like. I know what seminars look like. But finding the people, that is the other part. I'm not sure how that, I trust the universe, but what'd you get?
So, the Golden Palace reverse, let go of your tight hold on what you believe security should look like.
Aha. So now we need to define that. Go ahead.
So now is the time to conserve your energy and count your blessings. Resist the pull to become miserly or hoard or keep things in. We do need to go out there. There will always be enough money, love, youth, food, and shelter to go around. A mindset of fear and lack will shut off the flow of true abundance. Trust in the tides because the flow always returns from the ebb.
So I got hoards and there was another words in there. Tight hold, hoards.
Review what safety and security looks like because we can take what we believe that it looks like and still create that out there.
So the cards we got yesterday were talking about the inner authority, and we have been really on a discussion about what is that inner authority. So we're just going to turn it to the audience and give you a few seconds to tell us, what do you think inner authority means?
It's a control that you have on yourself.
A control that you have on yourself. Good. Do you have anything?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay. I like the idea of what she says. Like getting ready this morning, it was, I don't want to get out of bed. But I knew that I was going to wake up when I was supposed to wake up and everything was fine. But then, so she started to take her shower and, oh, okay, that's my cue, I'm going to get up. And then it was like, well, I don't want to get dressed. I don't want to put on makeup today. I'm literally my inner authority. I didn't have it because I'm arguing. I feel my little self was arguing with my adult body saying this is what you need to do today. And so who had the authority? The child did. I literally don't have my authority because it's tied to what the child wants. And that is one of the things I need to look at. So on a scale of looking at it, my child part of me, in this case, I'm going to have you just push my arm down. At a certain age, okay, inside the womb, at birth, 1 to 5, 5, 4, 3. So my 3-year-old has the inner authority. So it hasn't matured, it hasn't grown. Let me see about you. Okay, so do you have inner authority? And when do you have inner authority now? When did you lose it? Inside the womb at birth, 1 to 5, 5, 4, 3, 3. About 2 3/4, 3 years old is when she lost her inner authority. So inner authority got stuck. Did it get repressed? No. Did it get
ripped out?
Ripped out. Did mine get ripped out? Yes. Because that's when we started paying attention to whether we behave or don't behave, when we're hurt, when we're not complete, we feel like it's in pain. She took the rebel route. I took the route of being a good girl, that I have to behave or I'm going to get hurt. You took the rebel route. You protested at a very young age, you know. So okay, so I'm going to ask what needs to be healed. Now I could say me. What do I need to heal? And I have to clear myself.
And you need a birth or rebirth.
So I need to look at and I have to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. So at 3 years old.
You know what's interesting? This pattern that they have on here, you can see the angel, but it looks like the heart and the ventricle and the valves.
It does. Also looks like a bib. So here's the other interesting question. Where and what about toxic energy are you referring to that stops me from being my artistic self? So that means I was a little kid, must have been artistically flowing, asking, playing, and having fun, and literally it got stopped. What is that?
Details, details.
And so, do I avoid going into the artistic details? I think they're annoying. Let me explain. A great artist can take and work for hours and doing like little dots until they make a bigger picture. To me, that is annoying as hell. That's like taking and doing the dishes and doing the silverware. It's as last little pieces, and they actually literally start to drain me of my energy. So this must be related to my father. This is related to the fact that, I've got to find out more what it's related to because I'm not hearing a thing. I know it, but I'm blocking myself. That's real good. I need clarity. Yeah, I understand that. I got to understand the beauty. So finding the fine details when it comes to be the artist, I want to hurry up and get it done. If it takes more than a day, then I don't want to do it. And that's part of what the business is that I'm taking one step at a time. Whatever needs to be done that day, I do my best to focus on it, but I'd rather have it over with. And something that takes forever, I kind of have a tendency to, I don't want to do it. Here we go back to being food again. But in this case, it says, I have to look for what gives me that high life force energy and elevates my spirit. So how am I nourishing myself? Are we talking food? Are we talking...
This is interesting. The
incoming information. Go ahead.
The dry desert that's reversed. The subject of your inquiry is barren and can't give you anything right now, no matter how beautiful and seductive the shimmering glow of a mirage. This is an illusion. When the dry desert card is reversed, it's a warning not to be hypnotized into thinking you will achieve your desire. This well is empty. Consider the gift here, though. Know that while this is not the right place, person, or circumstance for you at the moment, it means that something much better, more fulfilling, and life-sustaining is coming. Celebrate the warning and be grateful.
And I always keep getting the unfoldment card, which doesn't surprise me. Because if I'm surrounded by the energy, the energies of other people and I morph into that, then it can be very toxic because it's not going to feed me. And I'm not going to be able to tune in all the time, because this card is the third eye chakra, and it says, it is safe for you to see the energy of love in all forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. And moments before we started doing these classes tonight, all of a sudden I was in my husband's field checking and testing, and then all of a sudden I could feel my body creating chemical peptides that were physically making me sick. And I thought, what is this? So I went and tested, and it was about, I'm creating a grief for him. And so now I have to be punished for this. That's what my 3-year-old says. And so literally, my security is about this energy with people is to just kind of make the space limited where I don't have to be around them. Yes. So what I do is I hoard my space. I hoard what's mine, not to say mine, but to hoard it because I don't know how to be in a larger space without being sick. Okay, so I take a tight hold on what I do have so I don't go insane. Okay. So I have to decide to heal something so that I don't have to always have the unfolding card. So I really have to look at those details to the degree that says that it's okay to be expressive. It's okay to take your time. Because in our household, when we were younger, it's hurry, 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 hurry. And if you didn't get done, then you're screwed.
And the resources would be lost to some degree because of the number of kids that were in your household. And if you didn't get your water or your food or whatever, that was going to be gone.
That's right. You had to hurry.
So there was no ability to just sit and wait it out and see how things.
The hardest part is when I was hurt at 4 years old, and I couldn't walk, and my mother had to work. Well, everybody had an agenda. The kids were, my sister was the oldest, but they were old enough to babysit and to take care of the household. But I remember having to pee my pants because I could not get off the couch to go to the bathroom. And I know that I keep telling my husband, I hate being wet. Like a dog will lick me, or, I can't stand that. And it's not that I don't like dogs. My butt will get wet if I sit into something. I literally got to change my pants, instead of just being in it. Now, I've caught myself being in the rain, and it's okay. I'll wait until my clothes dry, but it's those little things. And so when 4 years old, I got tired so I learned how to actually literally, and what happened to me at 4 years old is I had fallen out of a car. We had a racetrack out back, and literally I slid out of the seat belt, hit the door opened, and the door came back, so the corner of the door slit my leg. Now, it slit through my pants, didn't rip my pants, so nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew it until my sister they put me on a hot car. I said that was too hot, and they were like, oh, she's crying and whining. So they made my sister, that's no bigger than I was, carry me to the house. And I thought it was just a bug. And so I pulled up my pant leg, and here is guts and blood and everything, dirt and sticks in my space. I was like going, oh, my sister's the one that screamed, which then all of a sudden, there must be something wrong. Then literally I screamed, and then when they started to apply pressure on it was when the pain hit. So when I was little, then what I really found out is if I take my leg and I flip it over on my other leg and I start crawling around in my hands and my one foot and my butt to scoot me where I'm going, I could eat food, I could go to the bathroom. I learned to do that. So I take a tight hold in my space so that people don't come in and interfere with it. And I get it. I get that security is something that I have to make sure that I have at all times. And I will make sure that it's why if I travel, like you were telling me the time that you went to Germany.
Yeah.
And you went with your family, but then you went out on the town by yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Maybe when I get there, I might have done that, but no, I would have just stayed in. That's probably why, in a way, you and I are supposed to be doing this together. Because
I was in Munich, and it was Oktoberfest. There was no way I was going to miss that. I didn't care if I was by myself, and I spoke broken German, and I was able to communicate with people, and I figured it out.
And I don't see it that way. And so there are good things that happens to be why she's in my world, and I help her. I do help her in different things, too. So security to me is to, I don't know, I have to really look at that. Now the part of the healing is to actually go and define what is security to me. Now, I'm going to take a quick break before we answer her question.